Question on the airstrikes. If the United States feels the need to keep hitting these Iran-backed militia groups, does the president think that he needs to go to Congress to ask for new authorization?
Well, the president has talked about his desire to update and work with Congress, Senator Kaine and others, to update authorization parameters and legislation. I will say, as I stated earlier, that the president is confident, as is our team, in our legal justification, I should say, through Article 2 and our authority and our ability to defend U.S. security personnel, which is exactly what we did in this case.
Can I follow up on that real quick? Jen, was there any consultation with Congress beforehand or our allies regarding the airstrikes, and what's the next step? I mean, you've had the airstrikes, but is there a reach out to Iran?
We completed a number of member and staff notifications prior to taking action and are continuing to brief members of Congress. And we're also in close touch with partners in the region, but I'm not going to outline those from here.
But specifically, will there be an outreach to Iran?
Well, I would say that we are obviously working through. We just completed the 6th round of negotiations as it relates to the Iran nuclear deal. I don't have a timeline yet for when those will reconvene, but I don't have anything to preview in terms of other outreach to Iran. Go ahead, Kelly. I'll come to you in a second. Go ahead.
In terms of the timing of those airstrikes, was there any relationship to the visit of the Israeli president today to have those actions prior to his visit?
No.
Okay. And is there a concern in the president's calculation there about now the threats of retaliation that are coming from some of these militia groups and what posture he needs to have given that?
Well, the president's view is that it was necessary, appropriate, and deliberate action, these strikes, designed to limit the risk of escalation. We will take, and he believes we should and will take necessary and appropriate measures to defend U.S. personnel, partners, and allies in the region. Certainly, I would say, just kind of in relation to this question over here, we continue to believe that and have never held back from noting that Iran is a bad actor in the region. And they have taken part in and supported and participated in problematic, extremely problematic behavior in our view. At the same time, we feel that we're moving forward and seeking the opportunity to move forward on negotiations to prevent Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon is in our national interest, and that's how we will evaluate. But it was not linked to a visit by the president of Israel, nor was it linked to any elections in Iran either.
Briefly on Florida.